So I am going to show you how to do this eye look. It's really easy. It's kind of foolproof. If you try it a couple times, I'm sure you'll be a pro at it. And I only use a few things to get this look. So I am sitting in my closet because that's the best lighting that I have right now. So I hope that's okay. So I'm going to show you how to do this and how quick it is. So the first thing that I do when I do a smoky eye, and when I used to do smoky eyes, it can be, when you first start out, it could be really hard to kind of get it in the right shape that you want. Like, see how mine stops right here at my wing, and it's very like, it's like blown out, but it's not like messy, you know, it's not like all the way out to here or whatever. And I've done that many times where I get a little too crazy with the darker shadow. And that can make you look like you have a black eye if it's not really precise. And so, but being precise can be kind of difficult. So here's my first trick. First thing I do is I take some translucent powder. Now this powder is from Limelight. It's translucent and it doesn't have any like white cast. I used it today to set my entire face. It doesn't give any color. It just mattifies, and it's a great powder. So the first thing I do when I want to do a smoky eye that's foolproof is I take some translucent powder and I mark the shape that I want. So I put it from the corner of my eye out like here, and that's where I put the translucent powder, and I put it kind of heavy. So I grab a lot of it, and then this is, my mirror's over here, so I have to look over here, but I'll show you. You see that? I hope the lighting's okay because it's kind of looks weird, but okay. So I just get a lot of powder and I just put it right from the corner of my eye up to my temple. I just get some like that, and I put a few coats on. Now, because I packed it on, obviously it's white, but when I go to wipe it off, it's gonna act kind of like, I'm sure you've seen like the tape trick where people will put like a piece of tape and then do their eyeshadow and then pull the tape off. It's like that, but not as, I don't want to put tape on my face, and like that could be kind of harsh, especially if you have acne prone skin like me. Like putting something foreign like that on your face, it's just not the best idea for me. So this is super easy. So when you get fallout from doing your smoky eye, it falls onto this translucent powder. And when you're done, you just wipe it away, and then you maintain that pretty almond shape that you want. So that's my first trick. My second tip is to, let me think. Oh, is to do light layers. So first I start with, I'm just using a really light colored brown, and I'm using a small brush that's going to fit really well into my crease. So first I start with my crease, and I just use a little bit of product, and I just start in a windshield wiper motion inside my crease, and I go all the way from the inside to the outside, paying more attention to the outside than the corner, like the inner corner. I don't want to put too much product here because for like a day look, you want it to be like bright and open. Like, can you see like how this doesn't have hardly any product here? So that's what I'm going to do here. Just mainly focus it on the outside corner. So, yeah. So I just do kind of light layers and blend it out. And then I just do my crease first. Okay, so there's the crease, and you see that like shape we're getting there. That's good. Now I'm going to go in with a darker brown. I'm just going to use this darker brown right here. And this I'm going to focus more on like the outside corner of my eye. So I start and I just do a little bit at a time so you don't get like overwhelmed with too much eyeshadow. And you just start from the middle going out to like the end. And you want to kind of like start creating your little like V shape at the end, if that makes sense. And this I just blend too. And once I drop a good amount of my pigmentation on the outside corner, then I'll start windshield wiping. I'll start like moving it to the inner corner just a little bit, just dragging it into the inner corner just a bit, not too much. Okay, so now the last thing to get the smoky eye is I don't like to use like black on my eyes because to me it's like very harsh, and so it takes, you know, it just takes like more blending and stuff like that. So if I want something like darker on the outside corner, I'll mix black and brown. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix a little bit of black with that darker brown. Now this, I'm just going to focus on the outer corner, the outer V, like this one. So I just use small patting motions, and I want to blend it out as I go too, like that. See? Now, after I put that on, I take a clean brush and I go back in with that really light brown that we started with in the crease, and I just get a little bit of that, and I go over the black brown and I blend it. By using a color, the light color that we started with, it kind of like pulls everything together, if that makes sense. It kind of blends everything together, and that first color kind of pulls through from the bottom. It just, you know, it just like pulls everything together. So it makes it very foolproof by layering and blending. You don't have to worry about, oh no, I made a mistake. You just go over it with the lighter one a little bit, like that. So, and blend, 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 blend. There's a shirt that I saw on Pinterest that said blending is my cardio, and I'm like in love with that shirt and I want it. Okay, so for this eye, I added a little more black to this eye than to this eye, so I'm just gonna like barely touch my black eyeshadow and just add just a touch more so they're nice and even. Just like that. Okay, so my next tip is, if you want this to be like a day look and more like warm and not as like dramatic, I get a little bit of the blush that I'm wearing or something that's similar to a lip color that I'm wearing. So in this case I'm wearing like an apricot-y nude color on my lips, and I have a similar shade. This is a Limelight blush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that blush and I'm just going to go put some in my crease, and what that's going to do is kind of just bring my whole face together. It's not like matchy, it's just like the colors really complement, you know, my lips and cheeks and eyes kind of go together. It just looks more put together in my opinion, and it makes the look more wearable, not so dramatic. It's super subtle. You can't even like hardly tell, you know, what you're doing, but it makes such a difference. And you just blend that into your crease, just like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then in the inner corners of my eye, I use a little bit of like shimmery eyeshadow, and that makes my eyes look more open and more awake, which we can all use on a Monday. So I can't find my little brush that I usually use, so I'm just going to use my finger, and I just get some like reflective white, and I just put it on the inside of my tear duct, like that. Okay, so we did that. I'm just going to go in with just a little bit more brown, of the darker brown, in my crease on this eye. So it's all about layering. It's like when you're painting, you don't just, you know, slap on something and you're done. You look at it, you layer, you add more things. It's not, there's no perfect, it's not like baking. There's no like perfect recipe. I'm an awful baker. My husband knows this. I'm a good like regular cook, but baking is not my forte because you have to be precise, and I'm just not a precise person. I like to take liberties with everything, and so makeup, you know, it's just fun. Just go slow and light, and then, you know, it'll work out. So now that I'm done with my eye, I'm going to take just a fluffy brush and I'm going to wipe away that translucent powder that we put on. Love this trick. So see, I wiped away all the powder. There's absolutely no white cast, and now I have that really pretty, you know, line of where my eyeshadow didn't go under. If I didn't put that translucent powder, there'd be a chance of some fallout right here, and that's not, you know, that's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be very clean and very put together. So now I'm going to put a little bit of eyeliner on my bottom line, waterline. Please pardon the eyeliner face and the mascara face I'm sure I'm going to make. And then this came in my Limelight kit. It's their perfect eyeliner pen, and it's like so sharp and skinny, and look at that. It's like crazy. Look at that. I love that. So this is going to make it really easy to get a winged liner if that's what you're into. So I might need to use a smaller mirror. Let me see. So for winged liner, this might be a whole other video, but just same thing. Go slow. I start in the middle. I don't know if you can see. And sorry, my video cut out. My husband was calling me, so I had to answer. He wanted to know if I wanted Panda Express, which I do, but I'm not going to. I'm going to eat my chicken and vegetables like I have planned. So anyways, okay. I finished my liner with the perfect eyeliner pen. Now I'm going to just do my mascara really quick, and then I'm going to be done. I love this mascara. This is my 3rd time using it, and it's amazing. I don't have to curl my lashes or anything. So it's a fiber mascara, so it makes your lashes really long, and there's no clumping. It's great. So that's my last step. I just apply my mascara. Pardon my mascara face. My husband always teases me about the faces that I make when I put on eyeliner and mascara, but it cannot be helped. Like, how do I don't know if anyone puts on mascara with like a regular face. So with mascara, you want to get down to the, especially if you use powder the way I do, you want to get down to the very base of your mascara, or of your eyelashes with your mascara, so that you kind of coat your lashes and all that powder that might have gotten on your lashes. So with this, you do 2 coats. So the first coat, you kind of want to just cover all your lashes, and then wait for it to dry a second. I usually do my bottom lashes while I'm waiting. See, like this face? And then I just like get one more little pump and just coat them again. It's crazy how much of a difference, sorry about that light, how much of a difference mascara makes. Like, I go from looking dead to semi-decent just with mascara on. It's one of those things that I'm like, okay, I don't want to put on makeup, but I've got to do my mascara. It's usually mascara and eyebrows. Those are like my 2 musts. I'm someone who likes wearing false lashes sometimes, especially when I want like a confidence boost. But this mascara makes my lashes so long that I feel confident every day that I wear this without having to put on extra eyelashes. So I love that. It saves me time. I'm such a perfectionist. I want like each lash to be like equal distance from each other. It's like crazy. Okay, that's it. I know the video got cut off and it was longer than 5 minutes, but it would have been a lot quicker if I was just doing it and not talking. This is the finished look. I'm wearing my lips is covered with lip liner from Limelight in 01, and I have the lip gloss piece over it, and I love this lip color. It's like my new favorite nude lip color for me because of my skin tone. Nudes kind of wash me out, but this one's like perfect. So anyways, I hope you liked the eye look. It was super easy. If you use my tricks, then you could totally do this. If you do end up doing it, I would love to see. Send me a picture. And I hope you guys have a great Monday. Bye.